We have 3 stimulus proposals circulating around Congress. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing what do they include and what are they missing. So let's get right into it. We have a lot to talk about. Today is Wednesday, December 2nd. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're subscribed by hitting that button down below. Thank you so much. Also, really quickly, for those of you who have not claimed your free $40 through that link that I have down below, be sure to do that as time is running out. I received an email and it looks like 556 of you have signed up, but only a small portion of you have actually claimed the free $40. I'll make you a deal. I'll actually sweeten the pot a little bit. If you sign up and you claim your 40 bucks, I'll send you another 15 on top of that. So for those of you who have already claimed your free $40, hang out. I'll give you my email address at the end of this video, and you can send me a quick email and I'll send you an additional 15 bucks. Also, stay tuned. Another dedicated video to this topic will be coming up later today for all the details. So let's jump right into this and talk about the latest stimulus proposals, these 3 that are circulating around Congress right now. So yesterday, we went from having no stimulus proposals to 3 all of a sudden hitting the floor simultaneously yesterday. What a coincidence. So let's talk about it really briefly. I'm going to go through each of the proposals and talk about what they include and then what are they actually missing. So this first proposal, I'm just going to hit on it really briefly. I talked about it in depth yesterday in those videos. If you want to know more of the specific details, check out that video from last night as I have all of the details about this stimulus proposal. So this one, really quickly, this is the bipartisan proposal from that group of senators. It's a $908 billion proposal. It has $160 billion in state and local government funding. It has $288 billion for small business in the form of the PPP, $180 billion for the unemployment benefits at a rate of $300 per week through March, so an extension of about 3 months. And it has some other things in there. It honestly doesn't really have much. Oh, $25 billion in rental relief. That's a good one. That's about one of the only things that actually influences and helps out the people out there. $25 billion for rental assistance. So that's a good one. What is it missing? It's missing the coveted $1,200 stimulus checks. Yes, you heard that correctly. It does not include $1,200 stimulus checks. And their claim was they wanted to leave them out to reduce the price tag. So there you go. All right, so that's proposal number 1 that hit the floor yesterday. Here we have another proposal from Mitch MCConnell that has been circulating the Senate. So get this, remember, the reason I'm giving you all of these right now is so that we can compare them all kind of side by side. So here is the proposal from Mitch MCConnell. Remember, this is the guy that says that people need help and they need it now and we need a bill by the end of the year, you know, all the lines that he's been saying. But here's his proposal. No state and local government funding. No federal boost for unemployment benefits. Remember, that's that $300 boost that we just talked about. That was the $600 that was proposed and implemented earlier this year. So he says no federal boost at all. We have an extension of unemployment benefits through January, so a 1-month extension for regular unemployment benefits at the state level. That is for all regular unemployment benefits, as well as those people receiving unemployment benefits who are gig workers or the self-employed. So a 1-month extension there. We have $105 billion for education, that's schools. And so that's actually a little bit bigger than the proposal from the bipartisan group. They had $82 billion for schools, so it's a little bit more than there, 23,000 more, so billion. And then again, liability protections and no stimulus checks. So there we go. 2 proposals, no stimulus checks. I just want to throw this out there. I don't want to get all opinionated, but I just want to say really quickly, based on the skinny proposals that Mitch MCConnell has brought to the floor before, and comparing it to this, the skinny proposals got 0 traction. Do you think this one's going to get any traction? This has almost nothing in it. I mean, what is he really offering here besides basically nothing? $105 billion for schools, okay, great. An extension for unemployment, great. That's about it. Liability protections, and I mean, there's a couple other little things in there too, but no stimulus checks once again. So my point is, do we think Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are going to adopt this and think, hey, great idea, Mitch. You nailed it this time. Let's take this one. Not a chance. He's wasting time. He's wasting resources. Why did he even waste everybody's time with this proposal? I don't get it. At the same time, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer provided another stimulus proposal from the Democrats yesterday. They presented it to Mitch Mcconnell and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. However, they are keeping it a private proposal. They have not released it publicly. They said that it is going to be a private proposal that they've submitted to these guys. So we don't know what it includes. So we'll have to wait and see if some of that information leaks today. I'm sure we're going to be getting some statements out of Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer later today, probably bashing Mitch Mcconnell and Republicans because, I mean, realistically, their offer is pathetic. It includes almost nothing. At the same time, at least the bipartisan proposal has, I mean, a little bit in there for the people. It has $25 billion for rental assistance. That's a little bit for the people, and it has unemployment. The rest of it pretty much doesn't pertain to the people. At the same time, none of these proposals contain stimulus checks. However, we don't know what Nancy and Chuck are proposing, so we'll have to wait and see on that. We're guessing it's probably going to include stimulus checks, as they have been huge proponents of stimulus checks this entire time. So, yeah, it seems like we're pretty far apart at this point. I don't know. It's so frustrating. I'm frustrated for all of you, considering, you know, they say one thing, but yet their actions are almost opposite. It just doesn't make any sense. So at the same time, Steve Mnuchin and the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, will be once again testifying in front of the Finance Committee today. They'll be talking and, you know, saying a bunch of fancy words, things like that. So that's about pretty much what we have to say about the stimulus proposals as of now. Hopefully we'll get more details on Nancy Pelosi's proposal. Oh, one other thing I want to mention too. This is kind of funny. Nancy Pelosi, or I should say the Democratic Party, they are bringing a variety of bills to the floor in the House this week, which they're going to be voting on starting today through Friday. Let me just give you a little idea of what we're going to be talking about and what they're going to be voting on this week. Federal legalization of cannabis. So that's important. Also, they want to ban the ownership of large cats. They want to ban the breeding and ownership, private ownership of large cats, inspired by the Tiger King, that TV show on Netflix earlier this year. So that's what they're going to be doing this week. Considering we only have a little bit of time left before they leave on their next recess, it's really nice to know that this is how they are spending their time. So, oh man, this is ridiculous. Can I just say that for all of us? This is ridiculous. So anyway, that's what we have as of now. I'll continue watching this, of course, throughout the day and see what else they can come up with throughout the day and see if we can get any additional comments out of Mitch or the Republicans, as well as Nancy. But as far as the small group of you that have claimed your free $40, like I said, I'll send you that extra 15 on top of it, just as a little special bonus. Send me a quick email along with the name or whatever like username you would have signed up with through that link, because I can actually see that on my end. I can see the username, so I'm going to confirm it to make sure that the name that you're sending me is confirmed with somebody who actually claimed the $40. Yeah, no scams here. Anyway, my email address, send me a quick email and say, hey, send me the 15 and I'll do it. My email address is blindintro@gmail.com. So blindintro@gmail.com. Send me that information and I'll send it to you. Thanks everybody. Be sure to check out that link down below and I'll see you later today.